Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to the Ramble. Today, I want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about, obviously, LokiCon is coming up. I'll give you, if you haven't seen it, brief details of the trip to Amsterdam. I'm also going to talk about my buddy here, ripping one, Elon Musk, because I think the story is hilarious. And also just an announcement of a little bit of a break from YouTube. Nothing serious. Just relax. Right, so should we get this Elon Musk thing? So I'm sure, like, everyone watching this knows who Elon Musk is, right? And lots of people love him. Some people dislike him. I think most people admire what he's trying to do. You'll probably know him from, like, Tesla or wanting to go to Mars or the SpaceX stuff or the Boring Company or calling that miner dude a paedophile. and there is reasons. Sometimes he can be abrasive, and there's reasons to dislike the guy. I totally get that. You can do both. You don't have to just pick a side of, I hate this guy, I love this guy. I admire his brain and his knowledge and what he's trying to achieve in the technology area. I think it's fantastic. We need more people like that. I also think he's a bit of a dickhead. If you don't know, when there was that cave-in and the children were stuck in the mine in the cave, he offered to help build a machine. This one diver who was working on site said that it was a PR stunt and Elon should go fuck off, and then Elon called him a paedophile, and yeah, so there's reasons to dislike the guy. I totally get that. But yesterday, or day before yesterday, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, which is just Joe Rogan chatting to random guests. He does like a couple a day, pumps these podcasts out. They're really fascinating to watch. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast, right? And so there's lots of reasons for Elon Musk to be grabbing headlines and stuff, as aforementioned what I just talked about, right? But one of them is not. It's made such an impact in the news that whilst on the podcast, Joe Rogan likes a bit of weed, smokes a bit of doobie, and Elon Musk sort of said, "Oh, you smoke a doobie?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he says, "Oh, I'll try a bit." And he had a puff of a doobie, and that has made headline news. Even though where he is, it's completely legal, so no problems. It's made headline news. It's part of the reason why the share price dropped, along with a couple of other things. And people were going up in arms about it, like he was, snorting cocaine or something. Like he's just and if you are a connoisseur of the weedage, like my good self, then if you watch the clip of him smoking the weed, you can tell he doesn't do it. He does that thing where, you get those cool kids at parties and they'll go, they won't take it down. It'll just be the smoke will be in their mouth and they'll go, and then later on in the party they'll go, doesn't really affect me. Yeah, no, I'm used to this shit, man. Yeah, it doesn't affect me, because they'd never actually inhaled it. And Bill Clinton'd it. Yeah, he didn't inhale it or anything, but he tried a bit of completely legal substance on the podcast, and that's made the news. And I think it's just beyond ridiculous, people picking. You can dislike him for a number of reasons, but that is just not one of him. I think that's quite cool, to be honest. But then, I'm a tad biased. Segueing beautifully into the Amsterdam update. So I'm doing the first ever LokiCon. It sounds grander. If you don't know what it is, it sounds much grander than it is. Basically, me and Curly have booked a weekend away in Amsterdam. I try to go there once a year, and I like to switch off, do very little, smoke a bit of weed, kick a football around, walk around a bit, maybe play a bit of pool, that sort of thing. And I thought this year we'll book it, and I thought, well, I'll tell everybody I'm there, because we stay on this campsite called Camp Zeeburg, just on the outskirts of Amsterdam. I thought, I'll tell people I'm there, and then if people want to come along and chat and stay for a weekend, it's a really good opportunity. And loads of people have. Loads of people have booked places on the campsite, or they're staying in a hotel and they're coming to visit. And there's no particular events going on. It's just a chance to just relax, switch off, hang out with a group of mates. And I have no idea how many people are going to go. The plan was originally, I thought I'd just do it that way, because then if nobody turns up, me and Curly will have a lovely weekend. If you do an official sort of convention type thing in booking tickets and stuff, that would worry me. But lots of people have said that the campsite has had a lot of bookings, and I think, we might get 50, 60 people there over the course of the weekend, and that'll be amazing, absolutely amazing. So looking forward to it, and that starts it's the 22nd and 23rd of September, so we're only 2 weeks away. Can't wait. So obviously there won't be any videos over that weekend, and what I've decided to do is coincide that with a little break from YouTube for about a week. So the week after that weekend, so starting the 22nd, I'm going to have a week off. And I try to do this every year because even if you have a job that you absolutely love, it's good to take holiday. Most people take holidays, and even though I'm self-employed, I still want a week off. I might upload the occasional video, like if I do plenty of recording videos in Amsterdam, I might put that video out during the week. And also if there's any big Football Manager news or releases and stuff like that, then I'll probably do a video on that. But there won't be the regular schedule. So just to let you know all in advance. And I think it's good to have a break. If you're YouTube, especially if you're doing YouTube as a hobby, do take breaks, because you can almost start to, I'm not saying I am, but I'm saying you can start to resent it. I'm lucky enough that I can do this as my full-time job, thanks to you guys watching and Patreon and all that sort of stuff. So I'm very lucky in that way. But, when it's your hobby, you got to, why would you get stressed out? If you were doing any other hobby and you got annoyed or stressed or felt tired and didn't want to do it, you just wouldn't do it for those few weeks. So don't, it's great to grow your channel and stuff, but do remember to look after yourself as well. And that's what, like I said, what I do, because it's sort of getting a bit quiet now before the release of the new Football Manager game. So it's the perfect time to maybe have a few days off, a week off or something like that. And that's what I sort of want to do, because I also noticed that I've made a couple of silly mistakes recently that I don't normally make. I'm quite happy to make mistakes in videos. I fuck up all the time. I quite like that, and that's why I don't heavily edit my videos, because silly mistakes kind of make it funny. But I did a couple of Jurassic World videos where I didn't have the game sound on, and also one episode of 2 Point Hospital, because I just hadn't unmuted it on OBS, and I don't normally make that mistake. And obviously, recently I did a Football Manager experiment where I did the Premier League simulated 100 times and then put it all into a database and then had an average points table. And I did that with top goal scorers and top assisters as well. And that was a shit ton of work. That was 60 odd, probably more than that, hours of data input, data entry to get the spreadsheet so I could do all the averages and stuff. And doing that on top of the normal videos and everything, I think it just sort of burned me out a little bit. So I think it's the perfect sort of time for a break. I think I just want to have a bit of a relax. And also, when you take a little holiday, even if it's just a weekend away, it's nice to come back and not have to jump straight back into work. It's nice to just chill out, relax with the missus and the dogs and stuff, have a laugh, have a lovely time and all that sort of good stuff. So, yeah, as I said before, this guy over here, Elon Musk, you can hate him for various different reasons. He's quite an abrasive character. Don't hate for him for having one puff on a joint that he didn't even do properly. Do you reckon he's like a secret pothead, does it all the time, but because he thought, well, I'm on a podcast here, I'll pretend that I don't know what I'm doing? I reckon that could be it. I wouldn't be surprised. He's clever. He's a clever guy, but yeah. So that's it. There we go. Quick update, quick ramble. Just wanted to let you guys know. So from the 22nd to the sort of 29th-ish, I'm going to be away from YouTube. There will be the odd video, like I said, any news or if there's recordings. I don't plan to vlog Amsterdam properly, because what's the point of having... I don't see the point of having a holiday but then spending a ton of time vlogging so you could make a YouTube video. That's not holiday. I want to switch off, relax, don't touch electronics and stuff. But there might be some fun clips and bits that I record with a group that when we're together, we're going to kick around the football. That's bound to go well, isn't it? So, yeah, there might be a little sort of silly video with lots of random clips and shit and stuff like that. But if you are, you're more than welcome to come along. You don't have to book in advance. If you fancy, if you're in Europe or you want a late trip to Amsterdam, feel free to welcome. We're at Camping Zeeburg. which is just on the outskirts. You don't even have to stay there, and you can just pop in maybe for a couple of hours. We'll be in and around the camping area the most of the time. Probably go into the centre of Amsterdam to stock up a couple of times and maybe have a walk around and stuff. But it's going to be, I'm really, really excited, and it's going to be great meeting some of the people, some of the regulars that hang out in the comments and on Discord and stuff. So, yes, thank you very much. Also, there's merch for it. The merch is... the link is below for Teespring merch, and basically all revenue made, all profit made from the merch, which is about £3 a t-shirt or something, will go directly to fund the trip, including coffee, weed, obviously, and munchies. So, you know, the money is being put to good use. Right, there we go, my friends. Thank you very much for watching The Ramble. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.